Well, hi boys and girls. I'm back with our second video. And this is the video where we're going to actually do a little project here because I really want you guys to learn about a color wheel. Now, a color wheel will tell you lots of things about color. This is a very simple color wheel, and the color wheel I have at school, it shows a whole lot more than this. But you need to know your primary and your secondary colors. So we're going to make a color wheel that looks something like this. So I need for you to have a white piece of paper. I need for you to have a red, yellow, blue crayon and a black crayon. Now, if I'm going too fast for you, please just push pause, and then when you're caught up, you just push play again. And then you'll have all the time that you want to have. I want you guys to remember mistakes are discoveries, and try not to throw away paper. You know how I feel about that. We all need to make sure that we're taking care of our earth and our supplies. So, okay, I want you to get your black crayon, and we're going to start out by making a really big circle. Mine's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. So while you're doing that, I'm going to write in the word color wheel. You can do this later or not do it. That's up to you. But don't do it now. You can always come back and look at it. I'm also going to write the word primary. And I'm going to write the word secondary. So, now. So what are our three primary colors? Let's say our poem together. Ready? Red, yellow, blue. I love you. There's our three colors. So I'm going to go ahead and write those down here so you guys will remember this. Red, yellow, and blue make every other color. If you give me red, yellow, blue, and white, I don't know how to make red, yellow, blue, and white. The companies have to make that. But if you give me red, yellow, blue, and white, I can make every color in the whole wide world. Every color. Did you know red, yellow, and blue, if you mix them together equally, they can make black? And actually, I want you to be trying that this week. And if you take colors that are across from each other on the color wheel, it makes brown. I'll show you those colors in a minute. Those are called complementary colors. So, get your red, yellow, and blue, put it to the side. And what I want you to do is I want you to make a big X that looks like this. And then we're going to make a straight line down the middle, just like that. And again, guys, I'm not that concerned about how this looks. I just want you to learn your colors, your primary colors. So, red, yellow, and blue are so important that we made a poem about them. That's how important they are. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my red, and I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to color towards the point of the triangle. We're learning lots with this project. Right now we're coloring in a triangle. A triangle is a geometric shape. So we're also dividing a circle into 6 parts, and this is 1/6 of the circle. So now I'm going to skip a space, and I'm going to color this triangle yellow. And then I'm going to skip a space, and I'm going to color this triangle blue. There we go, just like that. Okay, now, whoops. So, I have my 3 primary colors, red, yellow, blue. Now, we need to make orange. So I want you to look at your 3 colors here and tell me what 2 of those colors make orange. That's right, I heard somebody say red and yellow. So, right in between yellow and red, I'm going to start and I'm going to color yellow pretty heavy because yellow is a light color and it's got to make orange with red, and red's a dark color. So we got to make sure that we're going to be able to color it. Now, I want you to start coloring red lightly because red is dark. And if you color red too dark, it's going to be hard to get it lighter again with crayons. If I had paint, that might be a little bit easier. My bracelets are making a ton of noise, aren't they? Now, look at that. Well, I have orange. Notice on the color wheel, yellow and red make orange, so we're really reading our color wheel. Now, let's go to green, all right? How do I make green? Let me get my 3 colors. Think about it. Yellow and blue make green. So again, I'm going to color the lighter color a little bit heavier, actually a lot heavier. And then I am going to take blue and color it lightly over the triangle. Another geometric shape we're working on is the circle. And notice how I'm getting green. Now, you can always come back and make it a little darker if it needs to be darker, a little bit more blue or a little bit more yellow. That's up to you. So, we now have orange, which is a secondary color. And I want you to look in this word. Secondary has the word second right there. See that? So it's the second group of colors. So I've got orange, I've got green, and I'm going to make purple. So here we go. What 2 colors make purple? Purple is also called violet. That's correct, red and blue. Now these are about equally as dark. So if I want a blue purple, I might color it a little bit heavier blue, but I kind of would keep them the same for right now until you kind of get an idea of how to do this. Now, and I now have purple. Now, I told you that I was going to show you about complementary colors, and complementary colors are a cross on the color wheel. So we call them complementary because they contrast so much. That's the word 5th graders have to know. And yellow and purple are a cross on the color wheel. Orange and blue, and red and green. You got your Christmas colors, you got your Gator colors, and your Laker colors. So those are complementary colors. Now, I would love for you to make a color wheel this week. And I also would like for you to kind of play around with your colors. And like somewhere on your paper, come back and maybe you want to make a light orange, a dark orange, a medium orange, and a dark orange. You can just do that on your paper, just like what if I wanted to make a dark orange here? I could come back. And by the way, you can make more triangles because these are called intermediate or tertiary colors. And there's something you don't have to know right now, but you know how we roll in the art room. We always learn things that will help us later in life. So, you can make a light, a medium, and a dark. So if I wanted to make it a little bit darker, I would add a little bit more red and it becomes more dark. See how much darker that is? And you can even make it really dark. So you might make a red orange and a yellow orange. Also, I'd like to see if you can make black or brown. If you mix the colors that are across on the color wheel, it makes brown. So if you want to make brown, then you'd have to take red and I'd have to take yellow and blue for green. And then you have to kind of keep working with them a little bit until you get a nice brown. So you can see this is kind of turning brown here. So anyway, that's what I want you to do for this next week, and you can be as creative with colors if you want to do another project and do it only using your primary colors to make your secondary colors. You can do that. I really want y'all to get away from just using crayons like a coloring book. A coloring book, you'll go and if it's a landscape picture and it's got blue sky, you just color it one color blue. No, don't do that. Blend your colors together. I'm going to show you some different artworks that I have done, and we were starting on these when we were in school, and they're waiting for you to finish. And if we don't get finished, if we don't, it's kind of when we get to go back to school, but I might just have y'all do these at home. We'll see. But I want to show you what you can do with crayons. That is all done with crayons, boys and girls. Every bit of that's red, yellow, blue, brown, and black. I only used those colors. So, fruit is a great thing to draw and try to color. And we were just getting into mixing colors, and I know second grade started drawing the fruit bowl. So we'll see if we get back to that, and hopefully we will. Well, we will one way or another, because we'll either do it online or we'll do it back in the art room. So anyway, please play around with your colors this week. Remember, mistakes are discoveries. Don't get upset if you make a mistake. And next week, we're all going to be doing projects based on the color mixing, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You'll really enjoy it. So I'll just save that for later. And please go to video 3 now and watch the end, and that's a little goodbye from me. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and do the little project that's in the third video that I asked you to do for next week also. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay, talk to you later.